Hey everyone, it's Andrew with Rancilio here at our North American offices just outside of Chicago. And today we are looking at the Rancilio Invicta, which is the US Latte Art Championship competition espresso machine. Today I'm going to be going over just a quick overview of steam functions and also how to pull a shot of espresso on the machine, and also talking a little bit about the hot water buttons. So this is where you're going to control the parameters for each of the groups. You can also access diagnostics about the machine. You can see what happened the last 30 extractions. There's lots of fun information that you can get into with this machine. But we're gonna keep it simple and just focus on the basics that you'll be interacting with whenever you're making a drink on bar. So if you touch G1 here, you can access the parameters for group 1. And here I can see what the flow meter is set at. Right now we are working with milliliters. You can change that to impulses if you're more comfortable with that. We do have 4 magnet flow meters here, so that's top of the line performance for the flow meters. You'll see a variance of a 0.5 gram to 1 gram with these flow meters. So you can set pre-infusion by time, even though the flow meter will control the overall volume for the group. So for the machine, I have pre-infusion set for 10 seconds for this first button. So whenever I go to pull a shot, it's going to pre-infuse for 10 seconds and then move to full pressure. And pre-infusion is just line pressure. You're not using the pump to increase the pressure anymore. And so line pressure can vary based off of where your location is, but typically it's about 3 bars of pressure. So whenever I pre-infuse here, I just press the button, it's brewing at 3 bars of pressure. And then after 10 seconds, it'll jump up to full pressure, which is set at 9 bars. So that's pre-infusion. Basically, with pre-infusion, you can just gently soak the espresso puck with hot water before you move to full pressure, and you can grind a little bit finer when you do that and get a little bit more extraction out of the espresso. So let's talk a little bit about the steaming functions. So steaming here on the Invicta is very simple. We have a steam knob here, and to activate it, it's a quarter turn and it will lock into place. So a quarter turn to the left will lock it into place, steam your milk, and then unlock it and let it return to home, and the steam valve will turn off. And if you want to purge, it's just to the right. So steaming is super easy for the Invicta. We do have 1.5 millimeter 4-hole steam tips for the Invicta. And a couple other features of the machine. You can also access the hot water here through the touchscreen interface. And this will allow you to control the hot water dose and temperature for each of the buttons. So I actually have the first button right now set at cold water. So you can, if you wanted to, you could just have a cold water rinse, and you could use this to rinse wares or just have as a cold water rinse on bar. But you can also set it to be a normal hot water delivery. A couple other features for the machine: we do have automatic back flush, so you can do an automatic back flush at the end of the day with the Invicta. And you can also change the cup height for the drip tray. So you can move it down a notch or move it up from this standard level right here. So that's a very basic overview of features for the Invicta. If you have any questions, drop them below, and stay tuned for more Invicta content. Thank you.